I'm 37.
What?
I'm 37, I'm not old.
Hello viewing several. Here we are again. Getting to this a lot later than I was originally intending. As soon as this album came out, I wanted to be on it right away, but as always with me, what with one thing or another, I didn't get around to it. But we're here now. Finally going to check out the latest release from Halsey, an artist who I have been, infatuated with since the first time I listened to Manic. And then, going back over her back catalogue, and then with the release of If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power, I've just loved her work more and more the more I hear. So I'm very keen to check this out. I already listened to a couple of the previous singles. I don't think it was all of them. I think it was just the first two. But regardless, I will waffle no more. Let's get to it. Halsey, The Great Impersonator.
I'm the only girl alive in LA County. I'm the only one who sees.
The acoustic with that tone in her voice, wonderful.
Behind my body. Do you think they'd laugh at how I died? 'Cause I don't know if I could sell out my own funeral. At least not at this point.
These lyrics.
It was never mine. It was never mine.
Loving the background noise and the overall production feel. It's so... The acoustic feels so rustic and sort of like it could be recorded in a bedroom or something. But it still feels, well produced and put together. Oh, yeah, here we go. With the background noises, and now this beat.
Let's go. And finally be a real life girl. The way it goes.
I'm loving the production choices here. This is such an interesting sound.
To have this fate, I'm drenched in it, and I can't even run. It's feeling everything that everyone alive feels every day.
All the transitions are subtle, but they're impactful.
As if it's honorable to bleed.
The way she's like sort of giggling through some of the lines as well, it's playful but bitter. I'm just loving the effect.
The world keeps spinning without me. I look around and it's just me. It's just me. It's just me.
That's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. Wow, yeah, okay. What a bold opening. I feel like that we're going to be getting a very particular style of experimentation and sound here. Very sort of alt-rocky, very experimental. That closing minute of just doing all kinds of stuff with that drum beat, just chopping in and out and switching it up this way and that. No transition felt expected or even sounded the way you might have anticipated. It was subtle at times and then became very chaotic and really interesting at the end. I like this. This is really interesting. I'm intrigued. Let's continue. There's going to be a lot of guitar sounds in this album, which I like.
Trend, tied up by invisible thread, walking down a razor thin edge, and I wake up tired, think I'm better off dead. And I can't keep my feet on the ground.
God, God, the lyrics. She's good with the lyrics.
I think that I should try to kill my ego. 'Cause if I don't, my ego might kill me. I'm all grown up, but somehow, baby, I'm acting like a fucking baby. I'm really not as happy as I seem. Still a little kid that can't make.
Ah, yes. That early 2000s sort of flavour of pop rock and mixed in with these kinds of lyrics. This is such a great combination. Oh, and this little build up in the bridge. Dum, 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 dum.
I'm hoping that someone comes around and helps me figure.
With the drums, yep. Yes. Yes.
I should try to kill my ego. 'Cause if I don't, my ego might kill me.
Ah, this is great.
Somehow lately I'm acting like a fucking baby. I'm really not as happy as I seem. A rooftop, Lower East Side, I'm singing. Didn't give a fuck if I was winning. It's all done now, so who am I kidding? I'm doing way worse than I'm admitting. I think that I should try to kill my ego.
You almost got me. There you go. Yeah. Oh, those drops and those transitions, the whole tone. It's delicious.
Really not as happy as I seem. But nothing's as it seems.
The drumming, I'm saying, from the first track and this one, the drumming is great.
And I'm all grown up, but somehow lately I'm acting like a fucking baby. I'm really not that happy being me.
Yep, okay, yes, that was like a perfect slice of what I just identify as like early 2000s or 20 teens pop rock, but being Halsey, she gives you those familiar beats and drops and transitions and the tone of the guitar and the drum patterns, but with the lyrics as well, you get a much darker and angsty existential dread within it. So yeah, I'm loving the tone so far. I'm loving and given what I've already heard as well before now, I'm really gonna like this album.
They said I have a universal blood type I can give to anyone in need, but only receive from someone exactly like me.
God, the lyrics! And I'm loving this effect on the vocal.
Be positive, but oh, it's really hard. Put me down like a lame horse, or send me to the farm where all the dogs go.
Oh, fuck.
I've been really good dog, can I come inside? Yeah, I've been such a good girl. Can we go for I'm on a real short leash, but I like it.
The tone of that acoustic as well.
Really bite. I didn't ask to live, but dying's up to me.
Again, the lyrics, they're brilliant. I love those satisfying couplets. So dark and so just beautiful. Oh, and this was like.
I'm such a sweet girl, but I can really bite. Tell the 3 people who ask that I am in a better place with lots of trees.
There's such bitterness. There's such bite. Fittingly enough.
'Cause I'm not old, but I am tired. I'm not strong, I'm very weak. I'm 196 in dog years. I have.
Oh, yes. Ooh, that screaming in the background and the drums again.
Good dog, can I come inside? Yeah, I've been such a good girl. Can I go?
I love this.
I'm such a sweet girl, but I can really bite.
Ooh, that's a nice sound. Yeah, okay, this album has got grit, it's got attitude, it's got this, I don't know, just this the aesthetic of it, and the overall vibe is really, I'm digging it, I'm really enjoying it. And all of the production choices, the tone of the guitar, the way that that muted effect on the acoustic, and when she has that almost gritted teeth, you know, that being a really good dark, like. And by the end, you know, the screams that you could hear faintly in the background, and then that great tone of guitar and the sort of cacophony of noise in the outro. I'm loving all of the production choices, and as always, like I say, the lyrics are fantastic.
Microphone. Just need to drop down or else it's getting lost.
A deer that must have gotten hit. It made me start to cry.
That's a dark poetry again in the lyrics, and this production choice is
You come in on that first part.
fascinating.
You come in while she's singing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he
Oh, it's like,
be grown up? Were there trees?
oh, I love this.
Was a boy
Almost like we're just recording in the background while she's in the studio.
at five. Please God, I don't wanna be sick. I don't wanna hurt too many boys. Please God, I don't wanna be sick.
So sad, but such beautiful tone to her voice. But the lyrics, God.
I don't wanna be somebody they wanna get rid of.
Love, that was a very interesting choice there. Maybe because the title saying, you know, brackets 1974, it's almost as if, I'm sure there's a different meaning to it, but I'm just saying, like, it sounds like it's a really low quality sort of amateur recording that's been done somewhere in the background whilst she's, you know, riffing, while she's recording in a studio. You can almost picture it being caught on like some sort of 8mm camera or something, like a, you know, a 1970s documentary. And again, the lyrics, just the sadness and the bitterness that's coming out in a lot of these tracks so far. I say a lot. God, feels like I've listened to so much, and we're 4 tracks in. Yeah, it's really impactful. Crackle of vinyl and ooh, yes, okay. Speaking of 70s.
My body carries sadness that my brain cannot yet see, and I've been holding on to memories in my stomach and my teeth. Is it love or a panic inside?
Ooh.
Heavy heart, too much to hold. I don't know, but it's late, so I'm taking you home. Is it love or a panic inside? Would you mind?
Again, the tone of her voice, the guitar, the whole production is just it's beautiful. Almost like I'm listening to Fleetwood Mac, if that makes any sense.
And I think you're a danger to my health, or so it seems. Is it love or a panic inside? Is a heavy heart too much to hold? I don't know, but it's late, so I'm taking you home. And I don't know if I can see you anymore. Is it love? Is it love?
I haven't commented on it enough, I think, but vocally as well. Sterling work as always.
Is it love or a panic attack? Is a heavy heart too much to hold? I don't know, but it's late, so I'm taking you home.
Crackle at the end. Yeah, so again, another sort of feeling that I got, I think in at least one of the previous tracks, you know, the sort of retro feel to that. Like I say, it literally just reminded me, I'm not sure why, but my first thoughts were of like Fleetwood Mac. Tonally, in terms of the way that it's produced and the instrumentation, it's just, again, an upbeat and enjoyable sound and a feel, but the lyrics and the tone is still quite, sad and beautifully expressed. Again, vocally, she's just doing a great job.
Every couple of years now, the doctor says I'm sick. Pulls out a brand new bag of tricks and then they lay it on me.
Remember when I first reacted to this, having the sense of, I hope this is symptomatic of what the album will be.
In pain, and I don't like to complain, but I'm saying sorry. If you knew it was the end of the world, would you like to stay alive?
Again, there's the muted effect of the production. It just feels so intimate.
To the clinic, and I asked to see the man with his white coat and his stethoscope, like a snake around his hand.
And again, the lyrics.
Cause I finally found a lover who's better for my liver. And I know it's not the end of the world, but could you pick me up at 8? Cause my treatment starts today.
Yeah, just as beautiful and impactful as when I first listened to it. It seems like months ago now, and got me hyped already for what was to come in this album. And it looks like that hype is justified. Yeah, dark, intimate, just beautifully performed vocally, and as always, I'll probably keep saying it throughout, the lyrics, the poetry, the dark imagery, the way that she conveys feelings and ideas. I've always been impressed by it.
My son is almost 3. He used to look just like his dad, but right now he looks just like me. And as far as I can see, the fruit I bear is sweet, but the apple's rolling real far from the tree, and falling down the hill so full of love and so carefree. That I believe in magic, and I believe in sin. I still believe in heaven if they'll never let me in. I started to believe in love the day I met my little twin. I think I might start trying, because I haven't been.
God, this is beautiful. Just lyrically.
My mama's getting old.
This is speaking to my inner parent.
But it's something that I know. 'Cause every year that passes for me passes her 100-fold.
God, these lyrics, I can't get over them.
My dad and I would share a laugh at all of her mistakes. Became a single mom, just crushed under the weight of a child growing faster than I think that I can take. I love him anyway.
God. Including the sounds of the sun as well.
And realize it's too late, like I did with my mother. So now I tell her to her face that I believe in magic, and I still believe in sin. I still believe in heaven if they'll never let me in. I started to believe in love the day I met my little twin, and I might start trying, because I haven't been.
God, the themes and the sentiments being expressed here are just so profound. Yeah, God, that one nearly got me. I mean, just, family dynamics in all their infinite complexities and all of the roller coaster of emotions and the things that occur to you as a parent, particularly when you think about your own relationship with your parents. Everything expressed through the lyrics and with great production, lovely tone of the guitar, the inclusion of clips of with the child in the background, and yeah, everything about that was I can't think of a better word than profound. It was a beautiful message and expressed beautifully. I need to get a thesaurus. I'm not being very expressive today. I'm kind of bowled over. That's why. Sorry. Okay. Different vibe, different decade.
Left home and moved to Brooklyn, where my boyfriend had a place, and he had track marks on his arms, but had the most angelic face. If this could all just be
Fascinating. It's
came delayed, because I never would have seen
it's been recorded at a concert in the 80s and has that vibe and feel.
the moment I was happy, then it all disintegrates, and I'm singing, please God, I don't wanna be sick, and I don't wanna hurt, so get it over with quick. Please God, I don't wanna be loved, don't wanna be somebody that you're trying to get rid of. Please God, I don't wanna be sick, and I don't wanna hurt, so get it over with quick.
God, that's fascinating. Those almost like interludes with the first letter to God and now this one, again expressing such a deeply sad sentiment and story, but done so in such a creative and interesting way, like giving you that sense of being at, like I say, this concert in the early 80s with the synth and the background and the drum beats, and but all the while expressing dark and so depressing, let's face it. But yeah, that's a really interesting idea. I don't know if there's another Letter to God coming up later. I haven't looked at the whole track list.
Davy died in the summertime in a hot box car, with a seatbelt around his neck and a needle in his arm. The kids from all the county.
Okay, we've got a different sort of feel and genre now. More of a country kind of vibe. Still dark, still bitter, still Halsey. But it's great.
Just a poster of a pop star and check my breasts in case they grew. There ain't a reason on this earth I go back to my hometown. Somewhere in the clouds, Davy's running for a touchdown. Like the others from my high school, all those sad suburban ghosts trapped in a cross next to a highway, while the rest of us get old. There ain't a reason on this earth.
Loving the production again. Great upbeat sort of feel with the literal beat and with the jangle of the guitar and her vocals. But again, dark, sad, bitter, but beautiful. Lovely to listen to. Ooh, that's nice.
There ain't a reason on this earth I go back to my hometown. Somewhere in the clouds.
I'll be honest, I'm the same. I don't have a lot of nostalgia or, positive feelings about my hometown.
He's evergreen at 17 for the last 11 years.
Yep. Again, lyrically, musically, thoroughly enjoyable. I got the bitter, dark nostalgia. I've not just heard from. I think I've heard, in similar tracks maybe, by Taylor. When you reminisce about where you're from and it isn't a positive reminiscence, if that's a word. Looking back on your history and the place you're from, and it not being full of fond memories and good times. I always like songs like that, actually. I always enjoy that kind of thing because I've got a similar attitude to my own early days and the place I came from. That was great. I loved the switch up in style as well, having a more country feel. I feel this album's also one where there may be a consistency of overall vibes, but the tracks are unique.
On the operating table, but it wasn't enough. The front desk pages, it's a call for the ages. They couldn't save her, they couldn't save her. Trying to love you through an open wound, 'cause everything I put inside there just fell right through. And I hold the parts together with some pressure and glue. And you're running in slow-mo to the hospital room. So now you can take the money, you can get on a plane to a beautiful island, build a house in my name. You can donate all the money to somebody in pain, and you can rest your head down and not feel any shame. I never loved you. I never loved.
Ooh, that's a lovely sound.
I never loved you in vain.
God, again, the production choices that...
They're sewing me shut, opening the doors and then removing their gloves. You kept on driving far away from the issues. If you stopped, I would've kissed you. So now you can take the money, you can get on a plane.
That synthy sound, again, every track is very much its own beast, and it's unique, but the tone, the overall vibe is still very rooted, you know. It's so sad and so beautiful. That note, here it comes.
Never loved you.
Ooh.
I never loved you in vain. Flash of light, heat of fire, head on concrete in the screeching of tires, sound of sirens, rush of pain. I almost thought I heard you call my name. I never loved you in vain.
See that sort of echoey synthy effect, sort of. I know I've already said it. Apologies if I am repeating myself, but I do just love an album where every track has its own identity, but you still can tell it's from the same overall piece. It still has, you know, it fits within the context of the album and the overall vibe and tone. And this is a great example of it. See, I never know what's coming.
There's lots of fish out in the pond, in the oceans and the rivers and in all the waterfalls. Could I crawl and find some kind Neanderthal?
Lyrics. And this particular effect on the vocal is lovely as well. This echoey, expansive sound.
Let it show and scare my suitors far away. They say that God makes no mistakes, but I might disagree.
Ooh, that's a very interesting note there. And again, the piano and these great little effects in the background.
Stretch my empty hand. You all grew body parts I fear I'll never grow. You all know something that I don't.
Tone of that piano and this shift vocally.
You all know something that I don't. What if I'm just cosmic dust?
Ooh, so many shifts in this one.
A metal box that's bound to rust. Shoot me into space and leave me to combust. Return to Earth and just dissolve into its crust.
These lyrics, I can't.
But I was born all by myself. It's not unlikely that I'll die that way as well.
Jesus Christ. Again, the poetry, the imagery that's invoked, and another track where I didn't really know what to expect from 1 minute to the next in terms of what the production was going to do, or what little shifts were going to happen vocally, or the different tones and sounds. I knew I was going to enjoy or like what I was going to hear, because I've never not enjoyed an album of hers. But yeah, this is a kind of surprising that I wasn't expecting. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what I'm saying. I had already reacted to this. Happily listening to it again though, because this, after hearing the end and then hearing this, I couldn't have been more hyped for the album.
I spent years becoming cool, and in one single second you can make a decade of my efforts disappear. I always knew I was and that Jesus was one too, but I was built from special pieces that I learned how to unscrew.
Oh, the lyrics of the chorus.
Reassembled to fit perfectly for you, or anybody that decides that I'm of use. Only is the muse.
Oh god, yeah. Again, the lyrics, the tone, it's just beautiful. It's so dark and so brooding and just so, oh yeah.
That's when I'm just an apparatus. I've inspired platinum records. I've earned platinum airline status, and I mined a couple diamonds from the stories in my head. Lonely is the muse.
Oh god. Live, this would just destroy.
Then when you're done, you can discard me like the others always do.
Anytime there's that little drop down to a whisper and that sense of building tension.
I will always reassemble to fit perfectly in view for anybody that decides that I'm of use. Lonely is the muse.
Anytime that she screams, you had it with Experiment on Me, like, oh. Yeah, just as impactful and just stirring as when I first listened to it. I absolutely love that track. And yeah, it definitely gave me a feel for what I was going to get on this album, but little did I know like how many surprises were here and how many interesting just different choices and transitions and, you know, the whole package.
Arsonist, burning down the world to feel its heat.
God, now we're going into like tricky Portishead territory. See, from one track to the next, you don't know what you're going to get.
Human starter kit came incomplete. My apologies, Arsonist. You loved me. I'm glued to a building that's on fire, handcuffed to a narcissistic lie. The punishment in
This is so like smoky and sultry and
burning down the world.
yeah, I don't know what else I'm saying. I'm rambling it, I think, because it's,
Feel the embers on his feet.
you know, I couldn't see this coming based on the opening track or even the lead singles, you know.
Apologies, Arsonist. You loved me. Did you know the father's DNA stays inside the mother for 7 years? Have you ever waited 7 years? You're woken from a dream just to realize that you're still asleep.
voice is so haunting and sexy and, like I say, smoky and yeah, I'm sorry, I think I rambled far too much there, but it just caught me off guard in terms of just the tone and the feel of it compared to the previous tracks. But it's gorgeous. It's completely different setting and mode compared to the others, but no less engaging lyrically and the production. And I say, just in terms of that production style and the overall tone, I was just reminded at first of, it's probably a lazy comparison, but like Portishead or maybe even like Massive Attack. Yeah, I love that I'm still being surprised track by track.
It's 4 in the morning and I'm laying with my head against a toilet seat.
Yeah, the production again, another surprise. The way the vocal sounds.
'Cause I'm the spider in your bathroom, I'm the shadow on the tile. I came for shelter from the cold and I thought I'd stay a while. I'm only small, I'm only weak, and you jump at the sight of me.
Fuck these lyrics!
Expected. God, how could I even think of daring to exist?
Making me feel sympathy for a spider. And I know it must be a metaphor for herself and the way people can treat you and like you're a spider.
You used to say I'm nothing but skin and bones these days, by trapping me forever between a glass and a dinner plate. 'Cause I'm the spider in your kitchen, weaving webs.
Oh, it's just so good.
Hard on the last one, but the last one got me here. And God, how dare I even think of choosing here to die? 'Cause then I'm just a problem that
The tone of her voice and the way it's cracking and breaking and
you hate the sight of me. I haunt you when you're fast asleep. I've got 8 legs, a million eyes. If only I had 8 more lives. 'Cause I'm the spider on the ceiling and you're nothing but a guy. You don't like it when I cry. You would break me if you tried.
Jesus. Even if it was just the story of, of a spider, it would make me feel tremendous sympathy for that creature, even though in this household they do not stand a chance, mainly because of my other half's fear of them. But that metaphor, and once again the lyrics, the poetry, the delivery of it, more than anything as well with this one, just her voice sounding so raw, so open, like just an exposed nerve. Yeah, that was probably the most moving track so far. I mean, it's in the top 3. I don't know. Yeah, that was something else.
My dad is almost home, I can't tell time yet, but I know because the air becomes electric and my mother cleans the stove. He'll walk in through the door and both my eyes will find the floor, and I will search my brain to find something I might get yelled at for. He'll come in with a frown and tell me sit your ass right down, or he might get his kicks from joking that he's just playing around. And in a few years I will leave, but I'll perpetually believe that any man who says he loves me is hiding something up his sleeve.
Fuck the lyrics! Oh.
You can cut off all
And this production again, what's going on?
changing like the weather, but I'll never be like him. And I don't have souvenirs of all the earliest of years. You know my father isn't dead, but it don't feel like he's still here. Wash me in the water. You can
God, the production, the tone of this one, so different. No less impactful though.
but I'll never be like him. That girl will be a problem only if you let her in a electric bed.
Why does Halsey keep coming after me? I mean, there are songs here that I really feel targeted.
Make a smile to the room.
Again, the beats, the whole production, so different. And yet consistent with the tone and vibe of the whole album. Yeah, I mean, some of these tracks feel like they're coming after me. I mean, you know, Daddy Issues of the World Unite. Yeah, what is it to say? I mean, the message was clear, beautifully expressed, fascinating production choices, like complete shift in tone.
Everybody get in line to meet the girl who flew too high. Does it all just to be liked by strangers that she met online. Did it
That melody feels familiar.
myself loathing so deep rooted.
I mean, on the guitar, I mean, either way.
Truth is I'm not suited for it. 'Cause I'm so lucky. I'm a star, but I cry, cry, cry.
Ah,
Only hard thinking if
is this...
there's sin in my life, then why do these tears come at night?
It is, right? Is it a straight cover? It's been so long since I've heard it.
Wait, I heard it's from the drugs she ate, and I feel hurt, but I can't relate, 'cause I never end up in that state.
I don't know about the verse lyrics, so I don't think it is.
I don't have time to spend my money. Shaved my head 4 times because I wanted to, and then I did it one more time 'cause I got sick. And I told everybody I was fine for a whole damn year, and that's the biggest lie of my career. But I'm so lucky.
Ah, this is fascinating.
I cry, cry, cry in my lonely heart thinking
Having this chorus,
in my life and
I don't know if the song is about her or about Halsey. Or, shit, maybe both. I mean, such an upbeat sort of feel, you know, because of this is, at least in the chorus, a well-known pop song, but God, the message is way, way darker than the tune, whatever you think.
haven't you heard?
There was a very quick switch to the next track. I had hit the key fast. Right, so that, I mean, obviously the verse lyrics and what have you are not the original, but the chorus is, you know, Lucky with Britney Spears. That's a fascinating choice. Once again, broken record here, track by track. I don't know what I'm going to get. I just know that it's going to be impactful. Yeah, wow. This album is something else. It really is.
Say, hello everybody. Hello, nice to meet you. There's a microphone, a tone of voice.
What does mommy use the microphone for?
For mommy singing.
Yeah, for mommy singing. Who's your favorite singer?
Mommy.
Oh,
Please God, or whoever you are. Every time I'm in the real world, I just end up paranoid. I stay at home all by my lonesome with my little baby boy. And I watch him on the kitchen floor. He's playing with his toys, and I don't ever wanna leave him, but I don't think it's my choice. So I'm basking in the
God, the lyrics again. The storytelling that comes through.
but I don't think my pleas are heard because I'm screaming in the void. I'm screaming, please God, oh you've gotta be sick. Why do you make it hurt and why is it over so quick? Please God, I'm finally loved. I finally
Oh, the consistency of messaging and the full circle, this trilogy of songs.
To my prayer.
Fantastic.
Please God, no, this doesn't seem fair. I'm trying not to show it, but I'm terribly scared. Please God, oh whoever you are.
Okay, I think that probably is my favourite of the three Letter to God tracks, but I mean, as a piece, just isolated, those three, such a great concept. And, you know, the way that the lyrics shift with each different chorus and the tone is different for each of them. The inclusion of, like, you know, her and her son. And again, the message of the track itself, it's beautiful. Some of the sentiments and some of the messages and the storytelling that comes out in these tracks, it's just wonderful. It's so beautifully expressed, and it's great that it comes in such a variety of different packages.
No one has to know. I could always hide, but sometimes it might get to me, the things on all their minds. Every single line.
Ooh, that's nice. Like another one where the production is shifted again.
Started at
And the sentiment and the lyrics, it's just wonderful.
that I'm fine.
Oh, there's a harp too.
Does a story die with its narrator?
What is
Surely it's forgotten sooner or later. Hope they spell my name right in the paper.
again, it's similar vibe to the opening track, like
In here lies the great impersonator.
beautifully expressed, but such a sad sentiment and a sad feeling. And again, the production, we've shifted. We had that dark synth, and we've got the guitar, and we had a harp, we had strings at the beginning.
In a car crash, in a pile of broken glass. It's funny how it looks like glitter from the overpass.
Again, lyrics.
I'm in a pickup truck, the door is stuck, I'm sinking in the water, and the girl inside is waving, but the people just applaud her. This is a
Fuck.
cry for help, calling for assistance, but you can't tell I need it when you're watching from a distance.
The audacity of having such a dark, brooding, powerful message, and just, yeah, why not?
And sooner or later, in here lies the great impersonator.
Okay, yeah, that's phenomenal. I mean, truly, I'm blown away. As I said repeatedly, practically every track is its own thing, has its own production style, its own structure, but it has that consistency of tone, and the overall tone is one that feels oddly, at times, these brief little windows of hopefulness and celebrating, like, the life she has with a child, and then you have, like, the more bitter, anxiety-driven stories about her life growing up, her experiences with her family, her experiences with fame. It's just so dark and so brooding, but it's such a joy to listen to. It's so interesting, and the lyrics, as well as all the musical elements, were just phenomenal. Could this be my favourite Halsey album now? I mean, it's stiff competition, and there's no point in ranking stuff, because that sort of thing can change from time to time. But you know, right now, as I sit here, yeah, I think this might be my favourite album. Doesn't take anything away from the others, by the way, because they're also fantastic. But yeah, as always, guys, thanks for dropping by. Give it a like if you liked it. Leave your own comments and your own thoughts on the album. How does it rank? Apologies if I did ramble a lot at times, but I was just taken aback, impressed, captivated. I just found myself becoming a little bit mixed up, to be honest with you, because I just wasn't sure how to express what I was thinking and feeling from time to time. Did you have a similar feeling? Just let me know what you thought of the album below. But yeah. Goodbye forever.
Listen, strange women lying in ponds, distributing swords is no basis for a system of government.